Howdy, howdy, good morning. We are going to play De-Duck Detective, The Secret Salami. This is a game by Happy Broccoli. I do have a pinned comment. They are releasing the next case, The Ghost of Glamping, on May 22nd. This stream is not sponsored or anything from, I just really like the game and I'm looking forward to the next case. With that, let's look real quick at the options. I'm not going to auto advance dialogue. I am going to turn on the dyslexic font. I do like that they have that for accessibility. You don't see that very often in games. And yeah, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and start the game. This is an incredibly completely voice acted, so yeah, I had a save apparently already. Let's do, okay, last time I did story mode, so this time let's do, well, story mode is what I have on the channel, so let's do detective mode.
Life wasn't easy.
It never is. Oh, I do have to, I don't do the auto advance. I gotta actually advance it.
I was a freshly divorced duck, not able to pay next month's rent. Not that I had paid for it this month yet. My brain felt foggy, and I was trying to remember. Where did all my money go? I had to retrace last night's steps.
De-DUCK-tions. De-DUCK-tions are a vital part of a detective's work. We find clues by questioning persons and inspecting your surroundings. Enter clues into the blank spaces to solve deductions. We have the nest egg. So someone spent his or her money on something for something. Back.
I won't be needing this badge anymore. I guess I can keep it as a souvenir.
That sounds thoroughly
My new
depressing.
job as the duck detective isn't going any better, though. Well, if things keep going badly, I can always sell it online. I can't believe Anna actually filed the divorce papers.
Anna was added to the clues.
Second overdue notice. I wonder at what point they start kicking people out.
It's usually like 3 months. He sighs.
I took that photo of her in a secluded tulip field. We spoke for hours under the stars that night. And now, she doesn't even answer my texts. This fresh smell. Oh, sweet, spongy loaf. You keep me safe at night.
Don't feed your...
I have everything I need to solve this now.
Everything to solve it, but I wasn't done.
No messages.
Okay, now we're done. We'll go to tab, the nest egg. So the duck detective spent his or her money on the bread for the duck detective.
Not my proudest moment. But the toast helps me to forget.
Oh, we got a phone message.
Anna! I'm a different duck now. I haven't had a slice of bread in weeks.
There's bread literally on your mattress.
You have to believe me! Oh. Yeah, you're as speaking to the duck detective. Let's discuss this in person. I'll be there in an hour.
I love the custom cursor.
I spent more than half of my remaining cash on the bus fare. And here I was, in front of Bear Bus Office. Some sort of rundown call center. I better crack this case, or I won't even have enough money to make it back home.
Okay, got some waddle around. I love the animation.
New bus route starting in August. Visit the scenic mountains of South Sicia. I'd always tell Anna we'd go there one day.
Okay, I don't think I can get in there. Not yet. Anything else over here? I love it when you can interact with the environment. We have a protester. Is that it for who we can talk to?
I'm staying here until I get my money back!
It's literally raining.
Bear bus? Huh, more like scam bus!
Let's ask for details.
You, sound unhappy.
You bet I am! Their stupid buses always arrive late! I came back from a work trip to the west and arrived here at 3 in the morning! And they don't even want to give me a refund.
How much did you pay?
2 schmark. But that's not the point! It's about the principle.
Right.
I'm so angry!
Yeah, I think that's the, okay. We can.
This
have
office looks like it'll worsen my depression.
All right, and then we have into the door.
I could already tell based on her face that the receptionist was a tough one. She wouldn't make life easy for me. But I had to make my way into the office. I'm the duck detective. I'm here to investigate a case.
Okay. Do you work here?
No.
Well, then I can't let you in.
I mean, that's fair.
But I've been hired by someone from Bearbus.
Who hired you?
I didn't catch their name.
Listen, buddy. You better get out of here, or I'll have to call security.
There's always more to people than you might think. I should take a closer look and figure out what she's about.
Right. I like the poster. Let's do Q. Inspection. Use a magnifying glass to find clues and press E to uncover them. So we have a tear, so we can deduct that she is sad. We have a name tag. Windtimer. And keychain, boy band, K-pop fan. That's it. I like how you have like more detail when you zoom in. Okay, X. Let's look around. Yeah, if I do that.
It's locked.
I literally just told you need to stay out.
Here we have another one. 7th, which is today. Well, close. It's the 17th, but we have a smiley, happy. One more. Giraffe, cute.
Tomorrow is Friday. Need to remember to collect my dry cleaning.
Let's see. I swear to God, if someone steals my mug again, I'll end them. We have mug stolen. Laura. Yeah. We have first name of Laura. Laura from CS is way too loud. I can hear her keyboard all the way to my desk. It's Sophie. Birthday. This. Alright. It's Sophie's birthday next Tuesday, just saying.
These are quite mundane. I'm surprised nobody wrote something more scandalous.
Literally talking about someone ending someone else because they stole their mug isn't scandalous. Suspects. It's important to work out the suspect's name to crack the case. Enter the first name and last name into the slots below their portrait in the journal's suspect page. So for here, we have Sophie and timer. We have the entrance. Go through and at this door.
It says server room. It's locked.
Alright, is this the entrance? So Sophie is feeling sad because nobody has remembered her birthday.
Ah, that's why she's making such a face. I should try and cheer her up.
You're still here?
Yeah, we're going to say happy birthday.
I'm just here to wish you a happy birthday.
How did you know?
Just another one of Duck Detective's great deductions.
Huh? Anyway, that was really nice of you. No one else remembered. Can you believe it? If you know my birthday, you must have a connection to someone here.
Either that or we just read the comment box.
Here's the key card to the office.
Adding this to the case files, we have an official key card.
The stained carpets and peeling wallpaper exuded a stench of stale coffee and abandoned dreams.
Just like every office in America.
I knew I couldn't stay long, or it would rub off on me.
This is the last straw! Fredderson needs to be fired!
I'll see what I can do. Who are you? Do you have a problem? If you have one, just call our damn hotline.
I'm Eugene McQuacklin, the Duck Detective. A client hired me to investigate a case.
Why didn't you just say so?
I just did.
It's time we put an end to the awful lunch death. All we need to fire him is some evidence for the upper management. I'll be in my office.
First, I had to find out who works here and what their jobs are. I needed to find my client as well. Thankfully, I remembered the piece of paper I had in my jacket from taking notes during the call.
Out of the case files, we have a client note. The client. Someone hired the Duck Detective because his or her blank was blank by the coworker known as blank. Oh, let's do pondering. Tricky deductions might require new perspectives. Press H to get additional guidance at any time. let's go back and read suspects. Blank the giraffe works as a... Okay, so we have Sophie the giraffe works as a... You find that the bear is blank and he is the cat works in... And the crocodile called this works in the... Like, okay. So we've got quite a bit of deductions to make.
The 2 desks on this side look unused.
She answers the call.
Bus. How can I help you? This is the 3rd time you're calling. I'm telling you, your ex-wife did not cancel your booking.
She, looks busy.
All right, let's look at... Okay, we have headphones. Different brand, own headset dedicated. Strained eyes, insomniac. I would say stressed. Energy drink. Bad habits. Does not look like what I would want to mess with. Or we can ask them...
What is your relationship with Sophie Windheimer?
Excuse me for a second. Oh man, I don't know how I'd survive the office without her. Sucks that she's at the reception. I would have loved to have her in the office. I'm back. Yes, please collect your toddler from the bus station.
Alright, and...
I need to ask you some questions.
No, I'm sorry. You can't take your 12 trombones on the bus.
He has 12 trombones.
What? Can't you see I'm talking to a customer? It's company policy. Nothing I can do. Goodbye.
Do you know anything about who called me here?
What are you talking about? Listen, I have a million more emails to answer, and there are 50 people in the phone queue. I have worked 10 days in a row, including 3 night shifts, and Manfred still doesn't want to give me a raise! Just leave me in peace!
So, you have no clues?
Okay, so that's helpful information. We have over here...
The PC is on, but the person who works at this desk seems to be on a break. They only have a single person answering the hotline right now? That's surprising.
Q. We have Whitlock. Looks like a lamb or a sheep. And then there's a password. Password hint me in sexy aliens. Okay.
I wonder if there are clues to her password. I don't think I have enough information to crack it yet.
There actually is a achievement for knocking over the trash cans. We have that. We have fixed. If I could get it where it's lift up. Yeah. Layout. Lazy. Employee of the month. Insert photo here. Fixed. They just drew a picture on themselves on a post-it note. Freddy sucks. Sedaris. Rufus. Sedaris, stop with the post-its.
I'm not sure I'd feel particularly appreciated.
Let's go over to the room that says come in.
The dimly lit room seemed to promise well-kept secrets and rumors.
How are the detective things going, Mr. Detective?
It's Mr. McQuacklin.
Right. Apologies. Are you planning on staying in my office much longer?
At least until I can clear all the clues.
I'll have to inspect the entire premise to do my job correctly.
Well, hurry up.
Let's look at him. We have a furrowed brow, angry brow, stern. He has a tie, expensive branch manager. So he has a stain. Yeah, expensive tie, but he's got that. Let's look around before I actually talk to him again.
Fancy nameplate. It says
Ernst. Okay, so that's probably a clue.
It's a letter for an application for a promotion to senior customer service agent. Signed by L. Angst.
What are you doing with my family's portrait?
Sorry.
I'm just looking. Kids, identical age, twins. What else? Oh, here we go. Framed, high quality. Hinge, secret compartment.
Is it normal to have a huge painting of your family in your office?
Seems kind of judgmental on that. Okay. I like this little picture right here, though. Alright, let's...
Was it you who called me?
No, I never heard of you before.
That's unusual.
It's good you're here, since there has been some unrest.
Okay, let's pull up in the tab. So here... I think she said Manfred, and then we have Ernst. It was L. Angst. We haven't met anyone else yet. I'm sure we'll be back because we'll have more questions to ask him. But let's go over, hold on, we've got...
It's a list of all the bus drivers. The most busy driver out of all four seems to be Petrovich.
We have Hollandaise. Escargot. Salsica. And Brezel.
Their buses don't go very far.
We have spotless, good condition. Receipt, expensive. West currency. Salami, high quality.
That's a lot of salami.
Let's look at him first. We have Laura, custom mug. Thick glasses, strong prescription, bad eyesight. Which you honestly can't see from just looking at him. Velcro shoes, lame.
I'm the only one here in the operating office. Can you imagine? I plan all the bus routes and make sure the buses are on time.
But the buses aren't on time.
Isn't that so cool?
Don't you have an angry customer shouting outside about the buses being late?
Really?
Let's see if we can do, yeah, R. Let's look at,
What do you know about Manfred Ernst?
I think he likes me. He's the only one who doesn't shout at me.
yeah, but he's kind of got that low voice that, like, you don't want to
Do you
encounter.
have any idea who picked me to investigate?
No
Chuckles.
idea, but I'm so happy you're here. I have a copy of your book. The early bird catches the criminal. Can you sign it?
Sure. He sighs.
Yeah, I guess so.
Woo!
Made his day.
Thanks so much, Mr. Duck Detective. I won't ever forget this. This will become a core memory.
Okay. Don't have anything else there. Let's see. Okay, we do have... Man, this office is a mess. Someone keeps knocking over all the trash bins.
What do you think about Manfred Ernst?
Oh, he's a great guy. I just wish I'd finally get a raise. Yes, sorry, this is Bear Bus. Your bus will be 3 hours late.
Yeah, that sucks. It's not even her fault. She's just messenger. Go to the
In
kitchen.
here must be the crime scene. First, I want to find out who the people in the office are. It will make things easier in the long run. I'll need to remember to write everything down in my deductions.
All right, so I need to go over here to the tab. We only have Freddy and Rufus. And yeah, we'll have that. Do I know everyone now?
In here must be the first.
I guess
wanna
not.
It will make things easier. I'll need to remember to write everything.
Okay, maybe if we go
I
right here.
shouldn't go outside. I need to find out who the people in this office are first. Did I remember to write down their professions in my deductions?
Oh, their professions. Okay, this one. The suspects. Sophie works in reception. The bear is Manfred, and he is the branch manager. Laura the cat works in customer service. And the crocodile called Freddy works in the operating office.
Now that I had worked out these names, I was ready to check out the crime scene. Let's see where that lunch got stolen from. Then I could finally talk to my client.
Okay, we're gonna go to the kitchen. Sometimes I just get carried away and I want to
As
find all
soon as
the
I entered
clues.
the kitchen, the comforting waft of cheap white toast entered my nostrils. I knew I had to stay strong. This wasn't what I was here for.
Stop eating the icing! Can't you wait a couple hours?
Margaret, if it wasn't for these pants almost bursting, I'd have this for breakfast every day.
Yes, yes, and you can have it and so much more later, when we're done preparing.
Q. Canceled. Something's got canceled. Budget cuts. Halloween party. Angry note. Hungry. Get your own lunch. Looking for editor unpaid. I love all the
Office
little
parties
poster
are a bad
drawings, too.
idea anyway. They stopped doing them at the precinct after the, jam incident.
Look around real quick. Thanks for the food. Handprint, salami, sharp claws. the Salami bandit. We have a thief. And Margaret.
So, this must be the crime scene. This note is curious. Gross. I doubt they washed their hands after leaving that greasy handprint.
Okay, that's the person. We'll talk to her first. Q. Go in. We have a whisk, Baker, Motherly. Tan line, divorced. Okay, 'cause she's got a ring. One more. Oh, there we are. It's up here. Impeccable hair, well groomed.
Yes, dear.
I'm Eugene McQuacklin, detective, and I need to ask some questions.
A detective? How exciting! What's the most gruesome murder you've seen? How many dead bodies have you encountered?
5 little pigs, teething turtles, leave. We'll do 5 little pigs.
No one died, but
But
I investigated a case once where 5 little pigs robbed a bank. Caught them red-handed and got myself an article in the Goose Times. They called it the piggy bank case.
Did someone get shot?
What? No!
Beaten up?
No.
all right, R. Let's ask them about
Can
Laura.
you tell me anything about Laura Angst?
Oh, she's such a hard-working girl. I heard she secretly studies for her online bachelor's during work. You need to keep this a secret, though.
Okay, so she is the office
What do
gossip.
you think of Sophie Windheimer?
She doesn't have the easiest life, you know. She just had a terrible breakup with her ex. But don't tell anyone.
And the note.
Know anyone here who could have hired me?
To be honest, everyone was quite shocked by the lunch theft. And no one told me they've called a detective. I don't know what's going on at all.
All right, we're gonna talk to the penguin here. Look at him. I like the shift in his eyes when you look closer. We have worker shoes. He's a practical person. Toolbox. He's a janitor. Sticker, sci-fi fan.
Dishwasher's broken again. What's wrong with these youngsters? Don't know how to treat things with respect? Why would they put the mugs in face up?
Hold on. There. That was bothering me that the
I'm a private detective, and I'm here to investigate a case.
Is that so?
I need to find my client. Do you know who it could be?
Freddy's a bit of a weird one, so I'd imagine you would call detective. Personally, I feel we're doing just fine. And don't need no messing about our business around here.
all right. Let's ask about
Would
Freddy.
you say you enjoy Freddy Fredderson's, company?
If
huffs.
anyone needs to learn to respect their elders, it's that moron.
I'm sensing some hostility.
Do you get along with Manfred Ernst?
He's a stubborn one. I do respect that.
Okay, so we've got more clues that we'll be able to come back and ask them. Oh. I just saw another trash can. Rage uncage achieved. Let's go out here.
The cold air ruffled my feathers.
It's still
And I
raining.
wondered what kind of sorry soul was standing all alone in the rain.
The bus driver is standing alone. Let's see.
Someone
if
left
we
their
have-
bag here. Ugh. It's full of dirty gym clothes.
And that we have a duffel bag. Here we have well proportioned nose, handsome. Hands in pockets, bad manners. That's not bad manners. For your first name, Boris.
Hey man, this isn't the bus stop. You'll have to walk south to the central bus station.
What? I'm not here to take a bus.
Alright, let's look at.
Do you
ask about
know anything about this bag?
Oh, it's really strange. Things in it disappeared, and others appeared. Very suspicious.
What are you even talking about? Is this your bag?
No.
This.
Everyone here is being really unhelpful.
I'm kind of getting that feeling too.
Do you, like Freddy Fredersen?
He's a pretty funny dude. Loves to rant about detective novels.
Yeah.
What do you think of
Freddy's
Sophie
pretty chill.
Windheimer?
Man, I wish she'd let me talk to her.
I'm investigating a case here at Bearbus.
Oh, do you mean the lunch that got stolen?
Exactly. You know who called me?
Nah, too busy minding my own business. I don't talk much with the customer service folks.
Okay. So let's. Okay. Everything else is colored in, so we're gonna go back in. Hold on. Freddy's page 2. This bag.
Is this your bag?
Huh? No, mine's over there.
The one with all the salami?
Yeah,
Why do you need so much salami?
it's not mine. It was just there. A really nice surprise.
Well, the bus driver said that it had something and then it had something else. So it looks like you have two identical bags. Okay. I should have filled these in before. This is Margaret Whitlock, based off of the computer. This would be Rufus Sedaris and Boris Petrovic. Okay, so we've got all of them identified. Okay, more suspects. So we have Margaret the sheep works in customer service. The penguin, Rufus, and works as the janitor. And then we have Boris the buffalo is a Bus driver.
Now that I had everyone's name and job, it would be easier to figure out what was going on.
All right, but we got one more, the client. So Blank hired the Duck Detective because his or her lunch was stolen by a coworker known as the Salami Bandit. Just gotta figure out who hired, who made the initial call.
Can you tell me more about Freddie Frederson?
Let me put you on hold while I find the route for you. Freddy? He gets paid more than me. Can you imagine that? What an incompetent waste of office space. Hello, this is Laura again. I checked the bus routes and found that.
Okay. So there, I probably... Well, it wasn't Manfred, because he's like, I have no clue what you're talking about. My guess would be Laura.
So it was Laura who called me. I needed to discuss the case with her. You're my client? Why didn't you tell me?
Can I put you on hold for a second? What? Well, you should have told me. You're the duck detective.
I'm literally a duck. I'm a detective.
What are you? I'm a duck. I'm wearing a trench coat.
So, is Freddy getting fired or what?
I'm, working on it.
Ugh. It can't be that hard. Sorry, I'm back. Yes, let me walk you through the booking process.
It was time that I found out what happened with the lunch theft. And what they were planning in the kitchen.
All right, the kitchen. Blank is planning a blank blank for blank. We might have done this a little out of order. Yeah, they're still in there. Oh, we've got more stuff with Rufus.
Are you getting along with Rufus Sedaris?
You know, the two of us are from the older generation, which means we understand each other well. He is quite harsh towards the younger ones, though.
We have questions? No. Oh, you still have... Oh, bag.
Do you know whose bag this is?
Isn't that Freddy's?
We have...
What is your
Margaret?
relationship with Margaret Whitlock?
Ah, she's a true sweetheart. We have our weekly mahjong evenings.
And then the bag.
Do you know anything about this bag?
Why are you going around pushing bags into people's faces? Ugh, what's that awful smell?
Gym clothes.
It's, dirty gym clothes.
Okay. Let's see. Party was canceled. Go to tab. What's over here? Okay, the culprit. No, okay. Blank is being blanked by blank because blank picked up the blank blank. I would say it looks like Margaret is planning a surprise birthday party for Sophie.
Margaret was planning a surprise birthday party for Sophie. I see. They didn't actually forget her birthday.
They wanted it to be a surprise. All right, the culprits. picked up probably the wrong bag. Okay, so I think, because I don't believe that that's Freddy's actual bag. Let's go in and talk to there. Does he not have?
You're still here.
I have a feeling you're not enjoying my company.
Not particularly.
All right, R was what I meant to hit. Oh, we've got several new choices.
What can you tell me about Boris Petrovich?
He's not the most reliable worker. But it's difficult finding replacements nowadays.
All right, and then we have.
What is Rufus Sedaris like?
Yeah, not the greatest janitor, but
You're basically
came
saying
with
that
the
Laura.
building.
He came with the building. You're basically saying Laura runs the entire show.
What do you know about Laura Angst?
Oh, she's a fantastic employee. She basically does the work of 5 people.
And let's see, X. We have. Any more clues? I mean, I know. Oh, here we go. Frederick R. Boris.
Do you get along with Boris Petrovich?
He's a chill guy. I take the bus sometimes to go to bouldering conventions, and then we get to chat.
What can you tell me about Margaret Whitlock?
She gets really angry with me when I don't return mugs to the kitchen.
You literally have 4 mugs on your desk, and the mug that you're holding is not your name.
Why don't you just return them?
I do! Just not every day.
So a lot of people would have reason to frame him. So we have Freddy is being framed by the Salami Bandit because Freddy picked up the wrong bag.
It was as I thought. Freddy Fredersen was actually being framed. This office wasn't as boring as it looked. When Freddy took the bus back, and he went to pick up his luggage, he must have picked up the wrong bag. This happened because there was another bag that's identical to his. The bag that he picked up belonged to the Salami Bandit. This made him a target, and to get rid of Freddy, the Salami Bandit decided to frame him.
Everyone,
Dun, dun, dun.
it's time for
You know what?
Okay, get into position. I just texted her, so she should be here in a...
Huh? What's this?
Surprise!
Oh, surprise!
No way. This is all for me? Huh? A letter? Oh.
Oh, she's upset.
Salami? What a terrible present.
No, you silly idiot! The real present got stolen and switched for Salami!
It's the Salami Bandit!
I saw an awful lot of high-grade salami in Fredersen's bag.
And now there's no question who the perpetrator is. I've been telling you all along, we can't trust Fredersen. By the end of the day, he'll be fired. Mark my words.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction to a present being stolen. Or is there more to it?
Alright, so we have the present. Blank. So we have Sophie received the following presents from her colleagues. Someone gave him a plushie, someone gave a bookcase, someone gave a book, someone gave a Nolus, and something got stolen. So let's... She's sobbing. We'll comfort her.
It'll be okay. You have the duck detective here to figure everything out.
She sniffles.
What can you possibly do? Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Let me ask you questions.
What can you tell me about Laura Angst?
Do you really have to interrogate me right now?
Yes. She
Well,
sighs.
Laura needs to chill out. I do love her, but if she keeps living like this, she'll have a heart attack by 23.
What kind of a person is Boris Petrovich?
That's the last thing I want to think about right now.
I should have asked her about this stuff before. I didn't
Honestly
even think
don't
about going
know
back to
what
the
I saw
reception.
in him. I guess he's kind of good looking.
That tells me that that's who her ex is.
How are you getting on with Margaret Whitlock?
Sniffles.
Oh, she's sweet and all. She can't keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, got that.
She goes around the office telling everyone about my private life.
That sounds like an HR issue.
So, do you have an idea who would have hired me?
I have other things on my mind right now.
That was just clearing that out. I probably should. I should
That's
have
not
done
nice at all. Who messes with someone's birthday?
that. Let's look at
Someone gifted Sophie a plushie. It says
Limited edition.
It's a heart-shaped necklace. Looks tacky.
Here we have Sexy Aliens Want My Number by Sulfur Sidirs. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Captain Brightbeak stared deep into the alien's eyes. There were 12 of them, and they were red. The eyes, not the aliens. The aliens were blue, and there were 43. All of them wore shiny metal armor, which shined like something shiny made of curved metal. The lead alien stepped forward. Captain Brightbeak could tell it was the lead alien because it was the one which stepped forward. It was also the most beautiful, the only one with purple eyes. It made a noise that sounded a bit like talking from a hole that looked a bit like a pretty lady's mouth. The translation device the captain had invented whirled into action, translating the words into words he could understand. Hey, you look cute, a mechanic, old voice whispered into his ear. Can I get your number? Yep. Page 252, 621. It's a long book. Questionable title, adult novel. Got one more clue to get. The book edge at all? There. Sulfur Zero's author's name. Okay.
Oh. Oh, God. What did I just read?
Yeah, that was my reaction too. Here we have Salami. Everyone, not just Sophie. Weird message. Quite unbelievable. I entered the office really easily, lol. Edgelord's cocky attitude. And we have the Salami Bandit.
I wonder what the purpose of that letter is.
I Adding this to the case files, a birthday letter.
Do you think she liked my present? I mean, now she's crying, but I think I saw a sparkle in her eyes when she opened mine. I should really get back to work.
Okay, and then we have R.
Can you tell me something about this letter?
Sophie won't even talk to me about it. I don't know what to do.
Okay, let's look at the tab. We have... I don't have everyone's... Blank or being blank blank from blank. The message. So this would be Sophie received a... be like a silly letter. And presents, I'm still have one more clue to get. Not from here though.
So, what happens to the cake now?
R, we have this.
What do you think about this letter?
People don't know how to write letters by hand anymore. What's with the weird line breaks?
Right, can we go back? Does Freddy have anything to say?
They really think I've done it. Duck Detective, you have to help me. You know it wasn't me, right?
Did you not think it was strange that your bag was full of salami?
I don't know. I thought someone gave me a salami surprise. I'll eat salami sandwiches for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from now on.
Yeah, that's not quite how that works. Let's see, we've got...
This folder says Manual for CS Agents. How and when to create vouchers correctly. I'm falling asleep just reading the title.
Yep. Here we have Sophie. So chat with friends. OMG, LOL, is he serious? What a dumb pen name. It's just his name backwards. Can OO please clean their desk? I can smell it until here.
You definitely don't want to be Laura's enemy.
Let's see if we go over here. Purple. Eyed alien?
I cracked it.
Yeah, it's a weird fanfic.
Let's see what secret she has on her computer.
Delete everything. Illegal activity accomplice. Hearts, lovers. West VPN. Secret cake recipes. Never gonna give you up. Eternal but vouchers for CS agents. We have vacation, planned trip.
Who is this person she's messaging?
Let's go back up here. Anything in here? No.
I'm guessing you're ready to present legal evidence of Frederson's misconducts.
It wasn't Frederson.
Everything is pointing towards him.
I will present the true culprits soon enough.
Well, I don't really care how long it takes you. This will be Frederson's last day.
Yeah, you seem awfully pushy for...
Do you know anything about this letter?
Well, it's obviously a cheap prank by Frederson. Only he would find this funny.
Yeah, I don't think he finds it funny either. Let's go. I completely forgot about this. Yeah, I don't think...
It says it's locked.
Yeah, that's what I remembered. She's got a plushie already. Okay, so let's look at tabs. So the presents, we have enough to do this one. I would say, I want to say Margaret gave her the book. Nothing got stolen. Maybe this by Laura and Boris. No, too or few things wronger. So I know, I'm pretty sure it's either Laura or it's Rufus. Yeah.
So, nothing got stolen after all. It seemed that the Salami present was intentional.
Okay, we have the message. We're still missing two. Sophie received a silly letter that contained a silly Salami. That's wrong. I'm still missing two more words though, so we can always go in and keep checking stuff. Let's go out the back. We have customs import. The customs procedures for the passengers entering from the west border. Allowed goods, personal items worth less than 500 schmark. Notify the local police about suspicious activity. There's a number. Prohibited goods, weapons. Tin trombones, meat, potatoes, books not in the interest of the eastern states, plants. Luggage will be checked at the bus station. For more information, visit Brazil Customs.
What do they have against potatoes?
Maybe it was too romantic. Did Sophie ask about me?
No.
She didn't.
Ah, I see. Maybe I should have gotten her something more expensive.
Or maybe just leave her be for a while. Yeah, we've got...
What do you know about Rufus Sedaris?
I don't think he likes me very much, to be honest. But then, doesn't feel like he likes anyone at this office.
Except Margaret.
Except for Margaret, I guess. Do you think they have a thing going on?
That would be gossip.
I don't work here.
I thought you were a detective.
All right, that does it for that one. I just wanted to walk in the leaf pile. Okay, I think we've got because the little tab button is got the exclamation mark. Okay, I've got all of them now. Sophie received a scary letter that contained a scary... No, she received a romantic letter that contained a romantic necklace. No, that's even worse. A nice... Hints available by closing your journal. It's just like, hey, no, you've messed up so much. So she received a, we'll say a silly salami that contained a scary letter. No. A scary thing that contained a silly salami. No, that's not it either. Let's check over here. Blank are being blank from... So we have buses are being legally... No. Imported. Are being illegally. There. It's all sit.
That explains all the high-grade salami. I just needed to find out who was behind this.
Alright, I'm gonna go back and look at that again because I missed that. I know this is out in the rain. Suspicious activity, weapons, plants, books not in the interest, potatoes, and meat. Okay, meat. Yeah, that would be salami. Yeah. Customs from passengers entering from the west border. Okay. Tab. Now we have enough for this one. That contained a scary salami. Okay, let's go back really quick. I'm gonna look at
Detective work isn't easy.
ponder details.
The thing that bothered me in particular was...
Message.
This doesn't look like a straightforward message. I wonder if there is a hidden meaning.
Most definitely is.
I need to analyze it and inspect every single letter.
Okay, so let's go back to... Hold on. Evidence. The letter. Okay, so here's where we can actually go back and you can read stuff. A confusing letter Sophie received as a birthday gift. The silly letter that contained a nice scary message. There we are.
Sophie was receiving threats. I needed to find out why. The mystery of the Salami Bandit was slowly getting unraveled. Western goods are prohibited from entering and being sold in the East. This is why the Salami Bandit decided to make a business out of buying high-grade salami in the West. smuggling it to the east and selling it at a high profit. Also, for some reason, Sophie received a letter from the Salami bandit
Suspicious.
that had a hidden, threatening message. This was serious. I had to question all of the employees. Thanks for coming, everyone. Well, everyone except for Sophie. Where is she?
Slacking off, playing on her computer phone, like usual.
She's having problems with her family. She was at her desk and said she needed a moment.
I will start then regardless. I have made my deductions and drawn some serious conclusions.
Oh, finally! Is Freddy getting fired then?
Who is the murderer?
What? No one died!
I'm getting framed! I'm telling you!
What a load of baloney.
Salami, actually.
He is right, actually. He is.
What?
He is being framed.
Why would anyone bother?
Ah, that is the question, isn't it? Why would anyone bother?
Get to the point.
It's through my observations that I uncovered a conspiracy.
She gasps.
This is ridiculous! Why are we still listening to a random duck that waddled into this office? I'm leaving.
I'm a certified private investigator and...
It's okay. Just tell us what you know.
He huffs.
Salami is being smuggled from Salsichia using your very own buses.
Huh? What's going on?
Okay, this is going too far. I really have more important things to do.
Now that is really scandalous. Does that mean we're losing our jobs?
Maybe.
Ah!
Listen, everybody! It's really important that no one leaves the premises.
I need to get back to work.
Oh, everybody's leaving?
He sighs.
I'm still here, Mr. Duck Detective.
Yeah, you're always there, Freddy. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I should have done, was to come back here and looked at it. So we have BEQUIEOREL. Write that down. So QUIET, be quiet. ORELSE. Be quiet or else. Which I would have eventually got.
This is getting intense, isn't it? Maybe you could need a little help? You seem lonely. I could be your assistant. What do you want me to do? Decipher messages? Talk someone into telling us the truth? Follow people around? I'm pretty good at that.
Just stay here.
Like this?
Yep, you're doing great.
He is Duck Detective's #1 fan. We have someone left a phone. KT Messenger banned. Are your parents still angry at you? Angry fight? Some nonsensical, okay, yeah, we've all had those days where a cat walks on the board.
This is curious.
On the keyboard.
Why would she write like this?
Probably because she doesn't have fingers and writing with hooves or typing with hooves would be very difficult.
Oh, who would hire me at this age? Oh, maybe I can be a real estate agent. I always wanted to be a rich real estate agent.
Why would Laura recruit you to deal with the theft? Aren't there any other detectives who are actually qualified for the job?
Ouch.
I've been doing very well so far, if I do say so myself.
Let's see, not to be ageist this early in the morning. Little sheep lady.
The truth will be revealed in the end.
Yes. Yeah, they're both Rufus and Margaret are the older ones in the office. Morning, Cassie. Finally, he's not here.
Finally, Manfred is out of his office.
Yeah, move painting. What's
Time to
behind
see
it?
what's behind his precious family portrait.
Q, CS00BD. Oh, I forgot that there was a... And how high does it go? To 9. CS... Oh, BD. There's one bus driver. And... Nope, that's not it. That's operations. Okay, so he's out of the office. I know I'm gonna see if there's any other clues. It's going well. There we are. Let's look at... Wrong button. Q. Eugene McQuacklin. Detective. Yeah, stalking. We got that. I didn't even throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice. Detective Noddle. Murder. Okay. Murder at the Beaver's Dam. When the dam broke, Beaver Bichelle lost his mind. A kidnapping and a kingpin. Never kidnap a king penguin kingpin on his birthday.
Someone is clearly obsessed with detectives.
It's not really a detective's job to spin crazy conspiracy theories, is it?
Sometimes the truth is pretty crazy.
Seems a bit cheap.
But no, nothing else is... Flushing in the ponds. Okay, she said that... Okay, there's more people out here.
She left? Just like this? Maybe she's at home. Should I look for her?
Dude, you're gonna end up with a restraining order.
Sophie left! And she left a note on the desk.
There's also a
Let's
phone.
see. The last dialed number on this phone is 03051777.
I think I've seen that before. If I go over here to... That's the map. It was... It was the billboard outside this thing. Yeah, 0305177. So someone called the local police. You have don't. There's a fight. Unknown number. Anymore, I'll tell them anything. Don't. You block this number. Click here to unblock. Am I the jerk for expecting my coworkers to remember my birthday? It's my 20th birthday today and no one congratulated me. I don't need much, but a handwritten card would have been nice. Or I don't need much, but at least a handwritten card would have been nice. That's not high expectations. That's like bare minimum.
About this online.
But yeah, complaining about it online seems a bit much. Just trying to get past you. The letter. That's it. I quit. You'll never see me again, Sophie.
What a dramatic turn. I should keep this as evidence.
Add to the case files. Resignation letter. Oh, we've got more stuff. This letter.
Did you read Sophie's letter?
I did. Something's off. Something's different.
All right, now from Laura, what do you say about
This
the
is
letter?
the note Sophie left. Can you tell me more about it?
It doesn't make sense at all that she'd just suddenly leave. She definitely needs the money. And she would have told me. I'm her friend.
Sometimes people quit when they need the money. Toxic work environments.
Maybe I should write a book too. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, just go ask your friend over there.
What do you think of this note?
It's no surprise she's left, is it? Would you want to work with someone you've dated in the past?
I mean, some people are able to maintain... You don't have anything there. Some people are able to maintain friendships after they break up. I did not mean to go that way. Okay, let me pull up
Detective work isn't easy.
So let's ponder
The thing
details.
that bothered me in particular was
The safe,
that note on the safe had pairs of letters on it.
which I think I know what it
I
means.
wonder if they're abbreviations for something. Haven't I seen them before? I should also look at previous deductions. But what could they mean in terms of numbers? What can I count here? Did I see any numbers around the office?
Did I see numbers around the office? I saw that there were... I mean, technically there's 4 customer service desks, but there's only one. only one person working because Margaret's not doing anything.
Look what you've instigated. Now everyone is dilly-dallying around instead of doing their work.
No, everyone is just dilly-dallying around with other
Was
things.
that different before?
Exactly.
Have you seen Sophie's resignation?
No, I can't say it comes as a surprise. She never particularly enjoyed her job. It's difficult finding replacements nowadays, though.
Yeah, especially when you don't pay them enough. Well, we've got the notes.
What do you think of Sophie's resignation?
Oh? I guess Boris was overdoing it a bit with that present. I did tell him to cool off a bit. Why are people not listening to me?
Where is Boris? Oh, Boris is up front. So tab. Yeah, I'm still missing at least 2. Solved all those. The receptionist. Okay, I think it's gonna be a matter of we gotta go into the safe. Okay, CS is customer service. There are 2 customer service. Operating, there's only 1 operations, because that's Freddy. And BD would be bus drivers. They only have 1. But I don't remember what it was. And I don't see anything.
It's a letter for an application signed by L. This folder says how and when to create. I'm falling asleep just reading the title. It's a list of all the bus drivers. The most busy driver out of all 4 seems to be
4.
Petrovich.
There's 4 bus drivers. So the code is 214. Yeah, we're running back there. Okay, 2 customer service agents. There is 1 operator, and then there's 4. There we go.
I did it! Oh, I always wanted to open a ridiculously big safe. Let's see what secrets he has in here.
You. All right, so we have keys. It's a server room key. 2 letters, different handwriting. Keep quiet, fear of snitching. All right, dear Ingrid, I know I haven't been there for you and the kids recently, but things are looking up. I would love to take you to a romantic getaway to Hollandaise. Love, Manfred. Summing up, demands employee of the month, TV in my room, keep quiet about the thing, do nothing in these things. do all of these things and nothing will happen to you.
Awful lot of security for a branch manager of a bus company.
So we have a letter to the kids.
Wait, this keychain. Here it is. The key for the server room.
We now have a server. We have 1212. So I'm guessing Sophie got like because Sophie wanted to snitch.
Sophie got kidnapped. There must be more to this.
Okay, into the server room. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just casually going into the restricted area.
What are you doing?
Secret detective business.
That cable
Electrical
management.
sparks and blinking lights created a claustrophobic atmosphere. I definitely felt that I wasn't supposed to be here.
It wasn't the locked door, it's just feeling claustrophobic. Yeah, that is horrible cable management.
What's he keeping in all these boxes? I don't think it's meant to do this.
It's literally sparking. We have a mirror. Bags under eyes. He's anxious. Has a book. Did not know ducks had fingernails. Oh, we got breadcrumbs. I've actually read that what's better to feed ducks is you can make a like a seed thing, and that works much better towards so anxious, shame, and poor.
Has that been there the whole day?
Look at this.
Honestly, this is nicer than my apartment.
Here we have Easy, Bearbus, 100 Schmark voucher, new unused 100 Schmark voucher now selling for 80 Schmark. New unused 100 Schmark vouchers. Odyssey Island, Kraken Academy. That is another game that the developer makes, Broccoli Games. They have another one called Kraken Academy. Camera 03 playback. Looks like they were surveilling the bus. CCTV. How to delete Easy selling history. Dad, this is not Google. Okay, so we've got...
What's up with these Bearbus vouchers on easy?
Here, we got tab. Do we have everything? Okay. So I would say, I think this is Rufus. Blackmailed Manfred to make him or her stay quiet about something, something, something. Hold on, let's see what the other clues are. Illegally importing salamis. Blank is the one that provides the vouchers to Rufus. That would be Margaret. 3 or more things are wrong. Margaret is the one that provides the vouchers to Rufus. I'm pretty sure that that's right. Because Margaret works in customer service, so she would have access to the vouchers. So it must be this sentence. No, we have, okay, Manfred, we could have kidnapped Sophie to make him or her stay quiet about, yeah, let's go back and do
Detective
hints.
work isn't easy.
Ponder
The thing
details.
that bothered me in particular was
We already figured out the safe, missing clue words. We have,
I need to analyze the letter in Manfred's safe carefully. I should also see if there is a connection in the office to what's going on in the server room. I need to have a look at people's PC screens again.
okay, I think I know the one. I love this map style too. That's really cool. Let's see. Laura's computer, Sophie's computer. Here's the letter. Play of the month, team me in my room, keep quiet about the thing. Let's see. I'm pretty positive I've got the last sentence correct. And I'm thinking Rufus blackmailed Manfred, or maybe Bearbus in general. No. About Boris? No, I don't think Boris would be the Salami bandit. Illegally importing. I think I'm stuck.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was I need to analyze the letter in Manfred's safe carefully.
Which I did.
I should also see if there is a connection in the office to what's going on in the server room. I need to have a look at people's PCs.
Okay, let's go back and look at people's PCs then. I think I can, I can actually see them, but maybe something changed.
What are you doing in there? Snooping around, are we? That room is strictly off limits. I even put up posters.
This is for important detective work.
Huh?
He huffs. That's not sus. Yeah, okay. I just have to figure this out. Hold on. Rufus blackmailed Manfred to make him stay quiet about... What if we do about Rufus illegally? There we go. Illegally selling vouchers.
So this is what Rufus and Margaret were doing with the vouchers. It might be illegal, but this wasn't what I was here for. I needed to catch the Salami bandit. I quickly needed to find out where Sophie was being kept. I also couldn't let the Salami bandit get away with this. It was finally time to find out who was behind everything.
All right, and I've already got everything. I've already got all the clues. Sophie is at... That, I don't think it would be station. We could do home. And under a... Fare bus to station on a bus. That doesn't make sense. We could do Sophie's home under a cake. Yeah, that's not it. Under a box. No. Where did it say she was? We have clues. Yeah, we've gotten everything. Where was her note? That's it. I quit. You'll never see me again. Kind of looks like Manfred. So maybe I don't have to back out of that. Kidnapping is at Manfred's home. On a bus? No. On a trip. Under a box is not that.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was, where is Sophie? I need to consider who kidnapped her to figure out the location. More specifically, I should check if I can find any changes in the office environment.
Okay, well, I didn't see anything in that office. I guess I could check the kitchen. She's still pacing because she's having a freak out. I don't see any changes from... Oh, here's...
Someone forgot their phone.
Yeah, we already looked at that. No changes there. Honestly, there's no changes here either. Blank is the Salami bandit because Blank's and his or her handwriting are identical. Manfred is the Salami Bandit.
Manfred is the Salami Bandit. That makes a lot of sense. Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Fredersen ended up incriminating Manfred instead.
We still got to do this one though. Sophie is at in Manfred. I don't think Boris would have anything to do with this. In a bus? No. Okay, let me see clues. We have, do I have Sophie's computer here? Yeah, so server room computer. I have a feeling this is Rufus's computer. Let's see. Airbus vouchers. I feel like it's got to be on a bus. One of these. Laura's office, Manfred's office. Rufus's? No. Sophie. Home. In. And a bus in a box. I'm not 100% sure what I need, what this is. I don't think it's... It's not Margaret's home. Office. Manfred's office? No. On... box, on a bus, on a cake, on a fight, on a trip. I know I solved this. I didn't feel like I had this much trouble solving it last time, but I've also got a headache this morning, so I'm gonna blame my headache. Okay. Did that. Airbus's office in a bus.
Oh my God! That's where she is being kept!
I should,
It's
but I want to finish
important that
playing
I
the game.
stayed calm now. I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this? I had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
Alright, so we have the infatuation and dirty work. That's accomplice because the Salami bandit needed someone who could easily carry out the importing of the salamis. So, Boris.
The Salami bandit wasn't working alone. It made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
Alright, the infatuation. Blank is the Salami bandit's accomplice because he or she used to date Sophie. Well, the only one that had it was Boris is the Salami accomplice because he or she used to date Sophie, and the Salami bandit needed someone who could convince into no. Someone who could convince Margaret and no. Convince Sophie into murdering doesn't come up. Selling, I don't think it is. Snitching.
Detective work isn't easy.
That's
The thing
ponderism,
that
dude.
bothered me in particular was who else is involved in this? I need to consider the suspects' relationships. I should question them about their thoughts on other people around the office. Another thing would be the motives. There are three main reasons for someone to commit a crime. It's always about love, money, or revenge.
Okay. No. Because she used to date Margaret and the hold on, what if we do no, I don't think Rufus is because she used to date Boris, and the Salami bandit needed someone who could convince Boris into helping. I had it backwards.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this.
They didn't, it wasn't to get Boris to get to Sophie, it was using Sophie to get to Boris.
Aha! I had it all figured out now. It was time that I confront the culprits. But first, I had to free Sophie.
Oh,
She was on a bus.
Sophie! What happened?
what's going on out here?
You know, it reminds me, it makes me wonder though, if Laura is such friends with Sophie, why did she not recognize that it wasn't her handwriting? Like, I remember when I was a kid going into the office and seeing a piece of paper that, like, there were like 10 people in this one department, and I managed to come and so there's like a whole bunch of papers and stuff, and I managed to find one piece, and I'm like, yep, that's my sister's handwriting.
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic.
Freddy. Gotta love Freddy.
It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story?
Out in the rain. Can we not do this indoors?
The one and only Duck Detective.
Read the room.
This is how everything went down. The Britzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch!
What?
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes? Manfred was the mastermind behind everything. Should Manfred get arrested?
Alright, so should Manfred get arrested? Personally, I think banning the import of salami is stupid, but what do you think? What do you think I should do? Yeah, you agree?
He is the reason this all started in the first place. Of course he should be arrested. What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible. She manipulated poor Boris into taking the salami across the border. Should Sophie get arrested?
Yeah, should Sophie be arrested? I forgot what I did last time. She's the prime accomplice. So yeah, I'm gonna take that as a yes.
What she did was clearly illegal. She needs to face the consequences.
I think there's a difference between like getting arrested and like being like the prime person that was behind it all.
Boris was at the end of the chain.
Or like Boris is just basically, like you said, he was a simp.
Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
So should Boris be arrested as well? I have a feeling he would probably be the easiest to turn. Actually, I think Sophie was already on her way to snitching and turning, like, being a witness against Manfred. So I'm feeling severe, so I want to say you should truly, but truly I get that being in love. Let's go with no, yeah.
He didn't even realize what was happening. I don't think this is a basis for arresting someone. All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie!
And I do it again! Anything to secure my family's well-being.
Yeah, good luck doing that in prison now.
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts? If anyone actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place.
Yeah, same.
Hey, I work.
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions.
Yeah. That's the thing. If you work well, then you expect to be rewarded for
How
that.
am I going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours?
Yeah, and then that's what, and then Margaret was complaining about.
And while we're at it, Rufus! How dare you embezzle money from the company? And then threaten me!
I mean, he's burning all the bridges with it.
That's... Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off.
His book is stupid.
And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie adaptation.
It's not going to be a movie.
Look who's going to jail now, Manfred. Not me, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a different one. That's embezzlement, Rufus. You still can go.
I stand by what I said. I regret nothing.
What is this? If I had known that calling the Duck Detective would result in this, I would have never done it. You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch.
We did.
Not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
Gee, Sniffles.
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did Boris have to lose the bag? My
Oh,
God,
yeah.
he is such an idiot!
Yeah, that's...
I had no idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan? You said your cousin was ill, and the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
So he did know he was importing the salamis.
I should have known.
But in a duffel bag? I mean, really, how sanitary is that?
If you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective. You're just as cool as I imagined.
Not now, Fredderson. The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
I think last time I might have arrested them all. So there are a number of different endings with that, and it depends on who you decide to send to jail. So you could send nobody, you could send 1, 2, or 3, and any combination of that gives a little bit of a different ending. So I love the fact that this is 100% voice acted. As much as I love reading things, I don't do voices. I don't do accents or anything like that. They all have a Texas accent, so. Oreo the cat.
Oh, crap. I completely
Epilogue.
forgot to collect my payment from Laura. Everybody already went home. How am I going to pay for the bus? Guess I'm walking home.
Ahem. Need a ride? I just booked this one. It's been such a long day after all.
Oh, thank you.
Come on, it'll be fun! Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
I really don't.
Please?
He sighs.
Yeah, fine.
Great! Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
No.
And imagine, we can team up,
Absolutely not.
and I could be your sidekick.
Freddy is one of those. He's a character. And then I think, does this just, yeah, that opens up the thing for glamping. Because we do have more cases. And over here, where is the Ghost of Glamping? Load that up. I'm going to be right back while I get that transitioned. We're going to do a 2-4 game. There it is. And here we go. Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping. Go ahead and close down the other game. Yeah, I agree. Sophie is very manipulative. All right. Now we get the sequel. We have the second case. Yeah, we're gonna do the progress. We're gonna do detective mode because my headache hasn't punished me enough on this.
Life wasn't easy.
Flashbacks to the first one.
I was as broke as ever.
That is a huge room, though.
And just when my misery had reached its peak, they decided to kick me out of my apartment.
It's what happens when you don't pay the rent.
Thankfully, I had found somewhere new to stay. But, Hannah still hasn't seen my last 12 messages. She rarely responded to my messages after the divorce. But this was really starting to worry me. What if she was in danger? I needed to work out what happened to her.
De-DUCK-tions. Deductions are a vital part of a detective's work. Find clues, words by questioning persons and inspecting your surroundings. Enter clues, words into the blank spaces to solve deductions. Or just randomly click stuff. Yeah, Anna is not replying because... Yeah, because she has a life.
A receipt from the post office. Sienna, I did send your glove back. I'm not that irresponsible. I hope she appreciates the poem that I included. Anna, the most magnificent swan I ever had the lousy luck to fall in love with.
I think, hold on, I'm going to options. I wanted to make sure that was still on. And I think this time I am going to do the auto advance dialogue. Resume.
Royalty payments for the only book I managed to finish. The Early Bird Catches the Criminal. The Duck Detective Story. 3 schmark last month. Why do I even bother?
One message from November 9th.
You still haven't sent back my glove. Did you think keeping my wardrobe ransom would trap me with you? We would very much like to not have to think about you and your bread anymore. Hurry up.
No more messages.
Also, just repeating, bread is absolutely horrible for ducks. Inspection. Use the magnifying glass to find clues and press E to uncover them. So we have court hearing reminder. There's some pictures. A wedding photo, happier times. Kayaking. 12th June 2024, Goose Times newspaper. The 3 teenagers injured when trying to cross a sector border. Sad breakup songs that hit hard. Title Love is Fake by Sad Men. Tears in the Rain by The Grieving Gerbil.
I should probably delete these photos. I'll need to clean this up before my roommate sees this. He tells me to stay away from the bread. But doesn't he know how dangerous it is to go cold turkey? I should be able to figure this out now.
Alright. So Anna is not replying because the duck detective is irresponsible.
Ah, so that was the issue. I feel like I've gotten a lot better lately. She should give me another chance.
You're not entitled to another chance.
Mr. Duck Detective! I mean, Eugene! Oh, you're finally up, sleepyhead. Are you still sleeping in your trench coat? I got you those super comfy pajamas, remember?
You should really get dressed.
Sure. But I just had to come tell you that we're going on a surprise trip! And I bet you can use your deduction powers to figure out where we're going.
He giggles.
Wait. Are those bread slices?
Please leave.
Okie dokie.
Maybe it is in my best interest to figure out what Fredersen wants to drag me into.
Alright, we have Holiday. Is taking on a trip to go. We don't know yet. We'll figure that out. Let's see. Tab. Yeah, here we have Fredersen. So no using prior knowledge on this. Okay. Try to make sure I always knock down the trash cans whenever I find them. Just cause general chaos.
I usually preferred staying isolated in my room. Rummaging through Frederson's mountain of clutter was the last thing I wanted to do, but it seemed that this was how I was going to spend my Wednesday.
Still, it's a pretty decent sized apartment.
This equipment must be worth thousands of schmark. He hasn't gone skiing even once.
All right, we have a computer. We have Cutie Pie, Heart, Girlfriend. This is a work trip, Freddy. Please let me bring Eugene. He seems a bit lonely. Also, he loves being by the water. We have Moo Tube. Looks like there's cross. Lost Place, Eerie Expeditions, subscribed. Sunny Lake. Sanatorium, Abandoned and Spooky. You won't believe what we found in this decrepit sanatorium. Watch until the end. Yeah, that's about like how some of the
How did he manage to find a girlfriend? They've only been dating for a couple weeks.
Some of the websites label things.
I guess there hasn't been enough time for her to find out how awful Frederson is. I always keep track of names in my notebook.
Alright, suspects. It's important to work out a suspect's name to crack the case. Enter their first and last name into the slots below their portrait in the journal's suspect page. So we already had Frederson, but we have Freddy now. Alright, what else do we have in here?
His newest hobby is skydiving, apparently. I don't think his snout would even fit in this helmet.
New pictures. Roller coaster. Near-death experience. Sunny lakeside, luxurious glamping. Double chin, unflattering angle. And we have several crocodiles. Looks like there is Freddy.
Why is he keeping this awful photo of me?
I think that's everything. All right, tab. So I think we have all the words. Yeah, holiday. So Freddy is taking the Duck Detective on a trip to go glamping at a spooky sanatorium.
Frederson booked a glamping trip? And I'll be the third wheel? Oh, no, 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 no. I need to talk him out of this. Frederson!
Did you solve the case?
I figured out you're dragging me on a camping trip I didn't consent to. Yes?
It's called glamping. It's very fancy. Let's get onto the bus then.
What if I don't want to? I spend enough time with you as it is.
Duck Detective, I already paid for everything. And money is a bit tight right now since, you know, you're 3 months behind on rent.
Okay. I'll go.
Just twist his arm right there.
The damp air was full of mosquitoes and high expectations. I came here for Freddy, but I was staying for myself.
Whatever you tell yourself, buddy.
Maybe I did deserve a vacation.
Can you smell that fresh forest air, Mr. Duck Detective?
All I smell are bus exhaustion fumes.
You know, they're meant to have some sort of celebrity staying here.
A celebrity?
Frederson, please.
I already brought your suitcase to the tent. by the way.
Great! Let's go and find it.
All right, let's first start. And we got a little follower.
Sunny Lake. #1 haunted camping site, according to Trip Alpaca.
Ah, you can't trust the reviews on that site.
So would you stay at a campsite that is allegedly haunted?
Is it still camping if you're staying in a cabin?
Have you noticed my new shirt?
I have, yes.
Do you like it?
Do we like his shirt? Looks like a little Hawaiian shirt. We'll go with yes.
Yes. The colors compliment you?
Really? You always know what to say, Mr. Duck Detective.
Alright, we have things to knock over. Sunny Lakeside. We also have some trash cans over here.
I'm a reasonable rodent, but free camping chairs and a table stolen just like that?
My client is threatening to leave if you don't fix that broken toilet.
But I'm telling you, this place is haunted. The ghost is moving things around all the time. That's the whole premise of Sunny Lake.
Ridiculous.
She scoffs.
A theft! That was definitely something I had to investigate. I also wondered what Frederson's partner was like. Who would date him voluntarily? I needed to find out who she was.
Oh, hey, let me introduce you to my girlfriend.
No! I mean, no, not necessary. I will work out her identity myself.
Of course. Exciting.
All right, so we have suspects. Everyone, blank is the blank of the campsite, blank is in the military, and blank is the blank's assistant. We literally just walked in. Here is clipboard. So June 7th, Einsman. Last name Ray, and there's redacted. June 10th, Stumperton. That's 3 nights, 5 nights, 6 nights. June 12th, 2 nights. Frederson and McQuacklin.
This looks like it'll come in handy. I should question these people about their stay at the camp.
Adding this to the case file. We have a book, a guest book, July 2022, 2 years ago. Food is substandard and the weather is horrible. I'm hoping this will be improved next time. Colonel Einsman. I want a slid. I think he meant slide. Toby.
Some people will try their hardest to find something to complain about.
All right, we have
Someone
mail.
hasn't checked the mailbox in ages. It says Dinkle.
All right, now we're ready to do this investigation. Constantly sweating, nervous. Let's see. There we have a bracelet, evil eye, superstitious. Okay. Speaking from experience, having riptides does not mean neglectful, because some of those things break just by looking at them.
Oh, hello. I mean, welcome to Sunny Lake, where fun and fear go side by side. Tonight, I will recount the tragic tale of the haunted sanatorium for all of you. So, please don't miss it, okay?
Who we have? Look like they're all still there. Let's
Anything you can tell me about
ask about
Sunny
some
Lake
stuff.
campsite?
Usually the campsite is mostly empty, but this week I got 6 bookings at once. This influencer is already paying off. See, Amelia, you're not a failure after all.
Okay. Do that. Let's go forth.
A rising tension mired the cool evening breeze. I may be here for a while yet. At least I had my emergency bread stash waiting for me in my trench coat.
Pondering. Tricky deductions might require new perspectives. Press H to get additional guidance at any time. You can check the map in your book to see if you've missed any clues in the world. If you want to look at a piece of evidence again, you can quickly access and enlarge it in the evidence tab of your book. Yeah, I think that was something that I didn't really do too much last time, is like when it's got like an exclamation mark here, it tells you that there's something there. So we have the parking lot, the manager's office, we've got the main campsite, and then we've got these other 3 locations. This is... I don't think it's Amelia. And maybe Dinkle? Oh, I guess it is Amelia. Okay, so she talks to herself. Let's look at Q. We have a whistle, so they're bossy. Hands behind back and uptight. We have thick boots prepared. So it looks like military to me.
Ugh. They have this sketchy capybara staying here. Probably jobless from the looks of it.
That's
I
judgmental.
complained to the management, but they don't seem to care at all!
What if something happens to my son?
He's too juvenile.
He wouldn't stand a chance.
Anything you can tell me about Amelia Dinkle?
I know she tries, but she's terrible at her job. She's been going off the rails with her healing crystals and whatnot. They're not exactly bringing her luck, are they?
Okay, what about this?
What do you make of this campsite?
This place has really gone down the drain in the past years. At least this year, we don't have to book the caravan anymore. Thanks to my promotion!
Okay, so we have tab. I don't think they're Toby, but I think they're definitely Einsman.
It says Unit Number 2.
Yeah, thanks,
It's locked.
Einstein. Number 2 is right there. Look at this. We've got if found, return to Matilda Einsman. Brace cleaning kit. Magic Horn Adventures. Mooch Mania. There's gum that looks like it got bit out of. And first name is Toby.
Ah, that takes me back to when I had braces as a kid.
Braces and Velcro shoes? Ugh, you must have had a rough time at school.
All right, what do we have here?
What's that bubbling sound? Is that a jacuzzi?
Oh, I didn't bring my swimming shorts.
It's locked. This one's unit number 1.
Yeah, that's a little bit more than just glamping. Here we have intense. We have a bruise in an odd shape. Horns.
The manager at this campsite is a disaster. Should I call the plumber myself? That will take forever. Arno won't be happy at all. Stop staring at me! I need to concentrate.
Can I ask why you chose to come to this camping site?
I'm here for work. This isn't the kind of place I come to by choice.
Steve, you potentially found girlfriend. Oh, here's the steps up to unit 4. The early bird catches the criminal. The Duck Detective autobiography. A Polaroid of Eugene and Freddie. And for Katya, plushie. Which is an adorable plushie, I might add. Speaking of which, last year sometime, Broccoli Games, they did a U2's thing for, there it is, Baboon's Bribery detective novel. Plushie campaign on U2's for a Duck Detective.
You took my book
plushie.
with you?
And mine should be arriving any day now.
You've read it 5 times already.
And I discover new things every time.
So that's one thing that's really, has me thinking. If you had a roommate who wrote an autobiography,
how cool is this tent?
Would you read it?
Now we can finally have some one-on-one time together.
We live together. I see you every single day.
I know. But this time we can have pillow talk. Talk about all the deep stuff. Like, why you never take off your hat?
I'm not ready to talk about that.
All right, so let's do a tab. This is Matilda. And we have Katya, Ray. So we got 3 people to find. Suspects, we still are missing 2 more. Hold on. We're still missing 2 more, but I think we might be able to do this. Amelia is the manager. Matilda is a colonel. And Katya is the influencer's assistant. Okay. I'm still missing 2 more, so I'm not worried. Here we...
What do you think of Katya Ray?
She acts so important. I'm not even sure what she does, really.
I shouldn't wander off just yet.
Yeah, I don't think I
need
can
to
go
find
off.
out which one is Frederson's girlfriend.
Oh, here's some stuff. Tips from Lieutenant Lemmy. This is Survival Handbook 3rd edition. You can use thick prescription glasses to create a fire. Tips from Colonel Grant. Make tea out of pine needles for source of vitamin C. Tips from Brigadier Wilmer. Never drink your pee.
Oh no! You're not supposed to drink your pee?
He sighs.
I'm not even going to ask.
Even the jacuzzi isn't keeping him happy.
Okay, what about...
What do you think of Matilda Eisenman?
She's crazy. She has those terrifying eyes. Keeps ranting about her new rank or whatever. I don't envy her son.
Okay, do we have... is... Hold on, or do we have... Well, it's not any of those. Yeah, it has to be Amelia. I think this is got to be Katya is the... Not the Colonel's assistant. I thought it was the influencer. Alright, let's look at all my clues. Stumperton. Freddy is the influencer's assistant? No. Alright, let's go. Alright, we have new hint systems, so let's look at this. Some names I should be able to figure out through the process of elimination. I should interrogate people about evidence. You know what? I did not go back here. Which is what I didn't do last time.
What can you tell me about Katya Ray?
She and the person she's sharing the tent with are very secretive. She's been asking me to provide security. What does that even mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the influencers. Amelia is the manager. Matilda is the colonel in the military. It's not Toby. Is the... Brigadier. Okay. I thought Matilda was a
people's
colonel.
occupations always made things easier. Did any of them look like a chair thief, though? Anyway, now I should get back to deducing the identity of Frederson's girlfriend.
The girlfriend is Katya's Fraser girl because her name is on the plushie.
Katya the deer is Frederson's girlfriend. How did that happen? So, you're the mysterious girlfriend.
He figured this out all by himself, Katya.
And you are?
The one and only Duck Detective.
Ah, you're the guy that keeps ordering cheese toasties from Freddy's account.
You told her?
We're boyfriend and girlfriend. Of course we tell each other everything.
We have a rabbit.
There you are! The water is cold! How am I meant to keep up my skin routine with this ice cold water?
I was just talking to.
I don't want to hear it! Fix it now!
I'm guessing that's the person that she's... She groans.
Now that that was figured out, I was ready to explore the rest of the campsite. Let's see if any of the other guests will shed light on the chair theft. I also wondered who this oh-so-important VIP guest was. It was time to do some snooping. But this was just a demo, so it would have to wait for now.
We only have to wait till Thursday. So yeah, the wishlist the game, the link is in the pinned comment. I'm going to be playing the game when it comes out. It'll probably be similar to the previous. It does look like they did a couple things with they adjusted the hints. I like both systems, so it'll be interesting to see that really fleshed out. So with that, I am going to find someone to raid. I'm gonna hop off, deal with my headache for a little bit, and I've got at least a couple videos that I want to record this afternoon. But headache first. So thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with 2 Point Museum at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So thank you for watching. And I'm gonna find some. To raid.
In the water where they play again, blue water stands beneath the rain, swirling currents full of charm. Nature's rhythm keeps them warm. Tiny bubbles rise and gleam, diving deep into a dream. Blue tail wonders, flip and swim, moonlight jokes on every whim. Otters in the blue they glide, waltzing waves and ocean's pride. Sapphire fur and laughter